Finally, after so many times, I finally got that smug off Ajeel's face by watching him be defeated. At least I think he is defeated. Although it was not as satisfying as I hoped it would be, it still used a cool combination for the Fairytale team members. Fairytale chapter 458. What can we say? Well, first of all, the cover up apparently is that what do you want to write in the bubbles? I think Natsu would say, do I have to take the train? And Happy would say, gotta eat first. Nah, that's not good bubbles, but that doesn't matter. Okay, on to the real deal though. Last week, uh, Erza finally cut Ajeel, and it turns you out that Ajeel is usually untouchable. When Erza threw her swords at him, they turn into sand, because apparently everything that touches him do turn into sand, unless it's of course in magic. However, the only reason his wounds of the swords, I mean, that he got hurt by the swords was because Erza has actually does a logical weakness here. A water sword she dubs Neptune's sword. We all know from a previous manga that, and perhaps even at all, that sand hardens when it comes in contact with water, and here's no exception. The Neptune soon hardens sand, therefore able to cut Ajeel. And here it happens also something I actually expected. I expected Ajeel to say, "How dare you, the great Ajeel, hurt me, the great Ajeel." I actually expected him to say that, or at least something similar. So he gathers another maelstrom of sand, but the wind god's sword, which Erza wields, blows it away. But then Ajeel gets really serious and actually creates a sandstorm. And let me tell you, this is not just any sandstorm. No, it's actually not only from over the ship, it's over the entire town. His sand world. Even his fellow Springian 12 feels the sand, as Brandish gets annoyed while Wairu just laughs at it. So in the so he in the Sand world he proclaimed Ajeel proclaims himself God as he relentlessly attacks Erza, wants to watch her panicking. And when he grabs her by the throat and seemingly begins to dry her up, seems also very similar to something. But then again, I'm not complaining about that. It's unlike some others. And then so Ajeel tells her just to worship him like a god, and he will give her a quick death. But Erza, being the badass she is, refuses and also says that even if you are a god, my guild members will not reverence you like a god, because they know what to believe in. Once again, I hope once they come face to face, I mean, they said something about they believe in. Sorry about that. It was just another sound effect, unfortunately. And she said something about they know what to believe in and what to believe in. But either way, she equips her Morning Star armor, which sends out a bright light. But that does not. Why can't I simulate the words? It does not break free of Ajeel's grip, but it does, however, give a signal to Biska, who earlier in the manga actually told that the Jupiter cannon was recharged. So she immediately fires on that spot. It hits Ajeel head on. Still not defeated, Erza had escaped his grip, re-equips her Nagaki armor, and delivers the final blow, I suspect. With that, the fairies are finally counterattacking. At least I hope so. Next week's chapter is called Weakness, so it could very well be Despair again. But we're gonna get 2 chapters in one go. Yippee-ki-yay! But before I was rudely interrupted by an annoying sound effect from my home country, I was going to tell you that now that Erza said that even if you were a god, they would not worship you because they know what to believe in and what not to believe in, made me one all the more want to wonder: are they gonna face the god of death and life, Arakasam, or however you say his name? I mean, I don't think. A part of me thinks we will never see that god. He will only be mentioned. He will be a karma Houdini. But at the same time, I actually wish Fairy Tail is gonna make that guy into the final foe of the entire manga, so he can be punished for all the sins he did. Because it will make sense for Fairy Tail to defy him and defeat him because of their righteous hearts. But then again, that's only wishful thinking. So, for the rest of the things, give me your thoughts if you have any.